time because, listen, I'm going to get into my question for the month of September. And the question for the month of September is, why? Why? That's it, why? Why? Why no one can get along? Why are we here with that right now? No one can get along. Okay? There must be a new season, all right, called, we have what? Winter, spring, summer, fall, and never get along season. And that lasts all year. No leaves don't fall, no flowers don't bloom. Okay, it ain't snow, it ain't rain, nothing changes. It's just nobody gets along today. All right? Nobody gets along. My fan base cutting up. Okay, everyone is arguing, disagreeing, and it's highly sensitive to the capacity that they want to now start censoring you because you say what you feel. We can't have feelings? Why? Why we can't have feelings? Everybody is human. We all have feelings. I guess that's the reason why they want to censor so many people, because they got feelings too. But we can't have ours. We can't flex our feelings muscle without everybody being mad and not getting along. So many people are saying and doing bad things to each other that they know they absolutely cannot take themselves. Right? You want to say what you want to say. You don't want to be censored. Why would you want to do that to anyone else? This country, America, now has more punishment than love and care. There's much more punishment in this country than love and care. No other country in the world incarcerates as many people as this country does. And we're the wealthiest nation, so we don't have money to invest in people to help them get correction outside of imprisonment, outside of punishment, all right, rehabilitation, outside of wanting to just get rid of them and throw them to the curb. We don't have the money for that because we are a wealthy nation. I'm just saying. What happened to watch what you do to people? Especially when you know what you do will hurt you if it is returned. What happened to that? What? Somebody, where's that? Somebody, where's that? What happened to that? Okay? You cannot have a reckless or careless behavior and expect it not to happen to you, about you, and even in front of you sometimes. You can't have that and not expect it to come back. Karma does not examine your class or your level of finance before she comes. She just comes. She doesn't say, well, let me check the class that they in. Let me check their status. Let me check how much money they have in the bank before I come. Karma just comes, okay? She's not racist, she's not biased, and she doesn't skip a turn. What you give is what you get. Your money cannot stop her. No, it can't. It can't. I'm sorry they didn't teach us that at school. But money can't stop karma. It just can't. Besides, this earth itself that God created, yep, God created it. It's God's earth. I know a lot of people think they God's gift to the earth, and I know a lot of people think that they can control everything on the earth. But the reality is God created it, and He sees. He's that big eye that you heard the movie saying, the big eye. You know that movie where they had the big eye watching everybody, you know, like a lot of people try to do. God is that big eye, all right? So this circle of the earth, it's a circle that moves in a circle. Life is about repetitive energy. And things that we do are certainly going to come back around. It's just like in the 70s, they wore bell-bottoms, and bell-bottoms came back in the 90s, right? It was just like in the 60s, they wore the big clunky shoes, and in the 70s. Girls are rocking those big platform shoes today, and so are some of the men. It just comes back around. So, I am just saying, don't do it, don't say it, and don't even be it, okay? If your emotional troublemaking, catastrophe-causing ass can't take it. And I don't normally cuss, but I meant that, okay? End of the question. End of the night.